Okay, moving on to step 2. I am going to move the bottom of my egg, the bottom of my egg off to the work plane, my original egg back onto the work plane. I am going to press D to make sure it is sitting on the work plane, which it is. And then I am going to duplicate this. So I'm going to select the egg. I'm going to come up here and press duplicate again. And I am going to leave it where it is. I'm going to hold my shift key down, and I am going to change the size of the duplicated egg to 77 on the X, 77 on the Y. Okay, so it is layered on top of itself, but the duplicated, the egg that we reduced in size is the one that was reduced in size. We actually have 2 eggs there. So we are going to select the outer egg so you can see and make sure that we're aligning things. So I'm going to click the outer egg, and if we click down here, we'll see that that's 80. Okay, we are going to set that to transparent. So instead of having the solid, I am going to click over here and I'm going to hit transparent. So now you can see that we do actually have 2 eggs. We have the outer egg that's 80 by 80, and we have the inner egg that is 77 by 77. What we're doing is we are going to make the outer shell thin so the light can be seen through it. So what we need to do is we need to align these 2 shapes. So I'm going to select both of them, and I'm going to hit the align tool. It's directly above the lock. Click it, it'll say align. Okay, we are going to align it on the center of the X. We are going to align it on the center of the Y, and we are going to align it on the center of the Z. So it's center on everything. And if you look at that, you can see that it is perfectly in the middle of everything that we have there. Okay, so now we have them aligned. Okay, and what we are going to do Okay, so now it's a little tricky. We have everything aligned, but we want to only select the inner egg. So I am going to highlight the inner egg. I'm going to select both of them. So I have both selected. I'm going to hold down my shift key, and I'm going to click on the outer egg only, and that deselects it. Maybe. Let's try that again. I'm going to select both. I've got 2 selected. I am going to hold down my shift key, and I am going to click on the outer egg. And that leaves the inner egg selected. I'll know that if I hover over that square and it says 77 by 77, I'll know that I have the inner one. I'm going to change that to a hole. And then what I am going to do is I am going to click off of it. I am going to bring in a cylinder. Okay. And the cylinder's in the basic shapes. And I'm going to resize the cylinder. It is going to be 36.5 on the X. It is going to be 36.5 on the Y, and then on the Z, it is going to go to 4. I'm going to hit enter. Okay. Now I am going to go in and I'm going to bring in a glow cutout from the work plane. Okay. So I am going to go over here. And I am going to go, I believe it is in circuit components. And no, it is in circuit feature. Did I hit the wrong one? circuit assemblies. There it is. So we need this glow cut out, and we're going to drag that in. Okay. Notice that the scaling is locked on those. So at this point, we are going to select, just a second. I actually forgot a step. So while this is all still here, we need to select our eggs, and we'll see we have two shapes still. And we are going to group them together. And it'll turn kind of wonky. So you'll know that there is an egg there, but there's a hole. It's hollow on the inside. Okay, so now we are going to select all three of these shapes. This is one shape now that we've grouped it. We are going to select all three of these shapes together. We are going to click the Align tool. We are going to align them on the width, which is the X, and the length, which is the Y. We're not going to do anything with the height or the Z, okay? And we are going to leave them like that and click off. And that is the end of step 2.